Hello, Namaskar. I am Naveen Sharma. Welcome to Victory IAS student. I am again here with a new video. So, student, I hope you remember in last class we discussed the area, era when the Gandhiji arrived India, and we discussed till the 1940. So, 1938 become a landmark for us, and now we start our journey from there, and we reach towards the independence of India. Okay, student. So, beta, if we check this road map that how India got independence, so we are here to discuss it. Okay. So, student, basically, I hope you remember that in 1939, Second World War started, and as this World War started, Congress members were very annoyed with Britishers because without discussing with Congress, Britishers declared that India is participating in World War with the side of Britishers. At here, for your knowledge, I want to tell you that Congress ideology is little bit secret and differentiation in ideology about the Indians' participation in World War. Because beta, many leaders suggest that this is the war between democracy and on another side fascism and Nazism there. So we have to support Britishers. And another side, there have some leader who said, no, we have no issue with Nazis because when, I hope you aware that when Subhash Chandra Bose reached Germany, so then that time Hitler welcomed him and also promised him to give him the spot. So that's why the Congress and Congress leaders' ideology is a little bit separated. But most of the Congress leader want that before entering if India in this war, you have to discuss with us. That's why the Congress leaders are basically stand against the Britishers. So World War II drained British economic and military resources. And beta, in this World War, I hope you aware that there have two groups. In French state, there have a Germany, sorry, in French state, there have a England, France, and I hope you are aware that Soviet Union were there. And on another side, there have a polar states where the basically Germany, Japan, and Italy were comes. So that's why there have a huge area where the fight is going on, and this is the major war. So that's reason the economical condition of England was fallen down, and it lost resources and economically and military area. India became strategically important for the war effort because India is a country where I have a huge population. So that's why Britishers use India as a very strategical partner. Nationalist movement gained strength, demand shifted from the reforms to full independence. I hope you all aware that previously when I discussed about the Nehru report. In Nehru report, what we demand? We demand the dominant status. So assume one thing, okay, it's okay that in 1929 Lahore session held and we demand about the full independence, but most of the Congress leaders currently also, that time also, they were want only some reforms. But as India announced as a partner in the World War, these nationalist leaders stand against Britishers and they all want full independence only. Radical and constitutional method reign in parallel. So many things were going in this period. Many committees like Cripps Mission, many other organizations like Cabinet Missions, many proposal and many meetings were took place in this period. So this period is known as the period of constitutional methods. Okay, beta. So this is our roadmap. Okay. So how this roadmap start? What happened there? So, beta, when Britishers not listen the talk of Congress, all the Congress members decided to resign from the British councils. So that reason, I hope you aware, remember that in 11 British states were there, and out of 11, in 8, in 5 Congress got a majority, and in 3 they make the coalition government. So out of 8 out of 11, the Congress formed the government. So Congress members finally decided that we have to resign. So Congress member resigned, and after the resign of Congress member, 22 December 1939, celebrated by Muslim League and Dr. Ambedkar as the Mukti Divas. So you have to focus on this one, that okay. So Mukti Divas was celebrated by the Muslim League and Dr. Ambedkar also supported them. So after the Congress members, now Britishers feel very big problem. They want that they gain, how to gain the value for Congress, yeah, how to be, basically they want that Congress members supported them. So they have a August proposal called. They have a August proposal called, and if I talk about this, it was 8 August 1940. The August proposal was called out that let's meet in August and decided something. Okay, beta? So August offer were arrived. British promised that more Indians were executive council, but Congress said no. We don't want, we don't believe in your promises. Before this August proposal, they have a one more big incident held, the Lahore Resolution 1940. But I hope if you aware that in 1906, the Dhaka's Nawab Salimullah established the Congress, established the Muslim League. But at that time, Muslim League is just a party of some radical Muslims, but most of the Muslims, liberal Muslims, were supported the Congress. And the demands of Muslim League is not a separate country that time. But what happened in this Lahore resolution, it was passed on 22 and 24 March 1940 by the Muslim League. In this conference, Jinnah was the president, and they said that we want a separate land, separate country for the Muslims. They called for independent states for Muslim in Muslim majority areas, marked the beginning of partition policies. Okay, and here a new word, Pakistan, is given. This word is given by the Chaudhry Rahmat Ali, who was the student of Cambridge University. And here, the first time, demand of Pakistan as a separate Muslim state presented by the Muslim League. Okay, created a permanent rift of negotiation with Congress. What happened at here? When the demand of Pakistan arrived, in starting people think out that it is just a normal demand, no one will be supported it. And most of the Muslim leader of that time were liberals, and they are criticized this demand. But think about the scenario that in 1940 this demand arrived, and 1947 the division of India took place. So in the 7 years it took to change the ideology of most of the liberal leaders to shift it towards the radicalism. Okay, beta. So when the August proposal arrived and Congress said that no for this proposal, because this proposal is talking about so many things, that after the war we will make an execution committee, number of Indian members increase, for the war suggestion committee would establish, and okay, you are demanding about dominant status, we think out, we give you some power. So these kind of things were said by the August proposal, but Congress is not happy with it. Okay. So finally, okay, but I have to remember one thing also. This August proposal sent by the Lord Linlithgow. So this is the last thing which is done by the Lord Linlithgow to get the support of Congress, but he was failed. So at here the many things were going on. Okay. Then the Gandhiji decided that we have to start the individual Satyagraha movement. Okay. I hope you are aware on 17 October 1940, the Gandhiji started this. Gandhiji said that if we start a huge campaign and all the leaders participated, so Britishers it become easy to Britishers to crush it. So that's why we need that one by one the movement would took place. So in this moment, Vinoba Bhave declared as the first Satyagrahi, then Jawaharlal Nehru was the second one, and Brahmdutt was the third one. So by one, they had to start the campaign, and public would support them, and after they have one person arrested, the another one started the campaign. So this is known as individual Satyagraha. It was started from the Pavanar Ashram. So you have to sometime had to mention this name, that Pavanar Ashram, which movement was started. So you have to mention in your mind that individual satyagraha took place. Okay. Then beta, thousands participated peacefully, showcasing the non-violent resistance and strengthened the mass political consequences. So beta, this is the very important moment for Indian side. Then beta, when the August proposal was denied by the Congress and individual movement took place, so that time Britishers also think out that we have to do something. So what they did, they started basically a mission there, and 1942 this mission reached India, and Cripps, Stafford Cripps was the head of this mission. Sir Stafford Cripps, okay, he was the head of this mission. They have two another members, A.V. Alexander and Sir Patrick Lawrence. But you have to remember these three names because these three people again came India in 1946 as a cabinet mission. But the difference is that in this mission, Cripps mission, the head was Cripps, and in cabinet mission, head was Sir Patrick Lawrence. It was the major difference between both missions. So Sir Stafford Cripps said that, okay, what you want? You previously discussed about the dominant status. Okay, after the war, we will give you dominant status. Okay, what you want that before the participation in any war, we have to discuss with you. Okay, we make a war deciding committee for you that this committee decided that in any war, India should participate or not. And what you want after World War II, we will let's meet again and discuss the things. Congress refused, called it complete. Congress said that no, now we have no value of dominant status. Now we want the complete independence. Before the full independence, below the full independence, nothing we want. Okay? Mission failed, set stage for the Quit India movement, highlighted distract between the British and Indian leaders. Okay, there I have one quotation of Gandhiji arrived, basically the quotation Nehruji said that it is a post-dated check. Gandhiji added in it and said that it is a post-dated check of falling bank. So basically, Congress said that we want the real things which you want to give us. We not want any promise, and we believe that your promise is never fulfilled. So we are not believing on your promise. So if you want actually you want to give something to us, then please give. Otherwise, don't make funny jokes and this kind of things to us. Okay? Then beta, what happened? 14 July 1942. The Wardha Conference of Congress is going on, and Gandhiji arrived there and said, today I want here that please allow me to start Quit India movement. Otherwise, from the sand of India, I would make organization bigger than the Congress. First time the Gandhiji looked so angry that, okay, give me permission of Quit India movement, or otherwise I will destroy the Congress and establish a new organization. So I hope you are aware that what Congress had to do. The Congress decided, okay, sir, you want to Quit India movement? Okay, let's do. So basically at here, the Quit India movement become necessary that now this movement took place. So beta 14 July 1946 is very important for you. So underline this date at Wardha Conference of Congress, okay? Let's move to the Quit India movement. On 8 August 1942, this movement was basically on our Congress stage. This movement was passed. Gandhiji arrived on stage and said, do or die. So the person who is always talking about non-violence, always talking about the ahimsa and other thing, at here he also realized that sometime or in some condition to become non-violent is also a crime. So it is not matter that you have to kill someone, but basically at here the Gandhi want to say that if you die for non-violence, it is also a very respected thing. So that's the reason they're now ready for do or die. Okay, so on 8 August, Gandhiji said this thing, and this speech of Gandhiji is very milestone speech, Gandhiji. Okay, and at here on 9 August, all the Congress big leaders were arrested by the Operation Zero Hour. British started an operation of Operation Zero Hour, and all the major leaders of Congress were arrested. You have to remember that Gandhiji and Kasturba Gandhi put in Aga Khan Palace, okay, and there have a Dr. Rajendra Prasad, he took in Bakura jail, Bankipur jail. Nehruji took in Almora jail. So all the Congress big leaders were arrested. So Congress's second grade leaders, just like Usha Mehta, Sarojini Naidu, Jayaprakash Narayan, or young leaders of Congress, basically took the charge of this event. Usha Mehta presented the radio broadcast that time. I hope you are aware, recently one web series also arrived about the role of Usha Mehta. Okay. So she played a very nice and motivated people towards the moment. And this kind of moment took place. And in this moment, there have parallel governments established in many places. So sometimes the question arises that in which moment of Gandhiji the parallel government took place. So beta, first parallel government took place in Balia. I hope you remember the land of Bagi Balia. So in Balia, the parallel government made, okay, and this is the very famous government run by the Chitu Pandey, okay. In Tamluk district, there have a Matanjari Hajra, and in Satara, Y.V. Chauhan. The parallel government of Satara was very important. It ran for the longest period. Okay, so Y.V. Chauhan, later he became the very famous leader of Maharashtra government. Okay. So nationwide strike, protest and mass civil disobedience took place. British jailed top leader of including Gandhiji, Nehruji and Patel, which I say to you by the Operation Zero Hour, sparked underground movement, massive participation across India took place in this, and heavy casualties and many things were take place. But by this moment, whole world looked towards the India. American president also put some pressure on the British government that you have to release India from this burden and torture. Okay, beta. So when this whole things were going on, there have a one biggest moment of Indian history was started, that is known as INA. And the person responsible for it, Subhash Chandra Bose. In India, when in schools, I hope so there have a no child who will not listen this quotation that you give me birth, you give me blood, I will give you freedom. So, Bose. But he was a person who cleared the ICS exam, but inspired from the Gandhiji. So after clearing the exam, he resigned from his post and joined the Congress. In Congress, when Gandhiji took back the non-corporation movement, he became unhappy with it. And after that, when Gandhiji arrested and there have a division of Congress held that some people want that Congress should participate in provincial elections, council elections, and some said no. So he spouted the no changers. Then when they have a discussion on Nehru report arrived, so all Congress leaders were spouted the Nehru report. He stand with against the Nehru report with Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. So Indian, okay. So basically this is the approach of Subhas. Okay, 1938, the Haripura session of Congress arrived, in which Subhas got the Subhas got the chance to become the president of Congress. That time, beta, there have things in Congress that Gandhiji represented a one name, and no one stand against that name, and he directly won the election. At here in Haripura, Gandhiji presented the name of Subhas, and Subhas became president. In next year, 1939, there have a Tripuri session of Congress took place. So Gandhiji presented the name of Pattabhisita Ramaiah, but at here, Subhas decided to be the president again. So Subhas stand out in front of Gandhian candidate. Not only stand out, he defeated the Gandhian candidate. So Gandhiji basically thought out that this is not the defeat of Pattabhisita Ramaiah, this is my defeat. So Gandhiji basically, when the Subhas presented any bill and discussed on that bill, so by the majority, Gandhiji has majority, so Gandhiji failed that bill. Due to these things, Subhas basically annoyed and he resigned from the post of the Congress president and established forward bloc. Underline that one, the forward bloc established by the Subhas. So after resigning from the Congress president, now Britishers also thought out that this person is dangerous for us. So he was house kept by the Britishers. But how you can stop like a person like Shivaji or Subhash? So by one day, by the some help of his nephew, he went out from his house and by Afghanistan he reached Soviet Union for demanding the help, but Soviet Union denied. So he reached Germany. Germany he demanded the help from the Hitler. Hitler welcomed him and also said him Netaji, the title of Netaji given by the Hitler to Subhas. And by the basically suggestion of Hitler, Subhas reached Singapore, where the Ras Bihari Bose made established the INA. And at that time, the INA command was given to Captain Mohan Singh. So from the Captain Mohan Singh, this command given to Subhas. And on Singapore, when Subhas given his first radio speech, he was the person who said, "Today I want to say the father of nation M.K. Gandhi and the people of India." So beta, the father of nation, this word used for Gandhiji first time by the Subhas. Okay? And you also have to remember one thing, that some person said that Gandhiji and Subhas has a clash. So for them, they have a one point of when the Subhas established INA, he divided INA's regiment in three parts: Subhas Brigade, Nehru Brigade, and Gandhi Brigade. If you hate any person, how you make a brigade by their name? But at that time, they have a person, so their ideology would be different. They have no problem, but they were not criticize the personal issues or this thing, because if you you know remember I hope so, but if you go through the historical fact, when the Nathuram Godse fired the Gandhiji and he was arrested, so in court, what the speech he had given, he said, "If anyone asks me that who is responsible for the freedom of India, I give without any thinking, I said Gandhiji." But when I thought about division, killings, and this whole rapes and many things were took place, I never be forgive Gandhiji. So that's why there have many ideologies in different time, but they are not like a modern time. Na modern time, we choose anyone and stand against. If anyone stand against him, we totally stand out that person. That time, that this mentality was not going on. If you read any book of Gandhiji, he never criticized Bhagat Singh, and basically they have a problem that their path is different. But they all thought about the independence and all were running, yeah, basically fighting for the independence. So they have a thing, okay? So Subhas, given this, okay, in Singapore, Subhas joined a force and Rani Lakshmi Bai Brigade of women also made. And this army reached towards the independence of India. But as this army reached Sikkim, forest area of Sikkim, that time better Japan took the bomb, yeah, put the bombs on Pearl Harbor, and America came in war, and Japan has to took his foot back, and finally these army persons were arrested, and when Subhas was moving from one place, some person said that his aeroplane was crashed and he died. but many other stories were there that Nehruji always went to meet a Moni Baba, he would be Subhas. But beta, these all are stories. No one knows what is the actual thing. When the Indian government announced that we are want to give the Bharat Ratna to Subhas, his family denied for it. Okay. So beta, all the persons of this force who were arrested, they were kept in Red Fort, and the Red Fort case were organized on them, and many Congress leaders just like Aruna Asaf Ali and Rajendra Prasad and many others, and in one first hearing, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru also arrived. So many leaders of Congress fight the case from the side of the this Azad Hind soldiers, but finally British government gave them punishment, but due to the American force and due to the Ainas Talwar revolt, so finally British government decided that okay, release the prisons. So this is very historical moment for us, the INA and the things which done by the INA for us. Okay, and in meanwhile you have to remember one thing also. When Japan given the Andaman and Nicobar island to Subhas, Subhas changed their name as a Savraj Dweep and Shahid Dweep, Shahid Island. So currently government is also planning to give the same name. Okay. So at here, Bose formed Indian National Army INA to fight Britishers with the Japanese support. INA trials at Red Fort in 1945 electrified nationalist sentiment. Army mutiny inspired mass patriotism, questioned the loyalty of British Indian Army. Both efforts symbolize armed struggle parallel to the Gandhian non-violence. So, beta, in one side, the Gandhian non-violence is going on, and on another side, there have a INA and INA things were working. So, this has become a very historical moment for us because whole India looks ready for this independence. Okay, beta. When Britishers thought out that whole India stand against them and there have no option left, so what they want to do? So beta, before it, there have a Chakravarti Rajgopalachari, CR, formula was presented. 10 July 1946, a formula was also come. Okay, I will discuss about that one. Okay, before it, there have a Simla conference took place. When the Britishers thought out that Congress is not ready, so finally Lord Wavell, who was the new viceroy, he called all leaders that let's meet in Shimla, in cold atmosphere, let's do some lovely things. So 22 leaders were invited for this conference, and from the Muslim League, Jinnah and other one participated. So this conference took place. In this conference, Wavell said that, okay, that you have a problem that about the independence and things. After war, we will make an organization who decided that how your constitution would make. Attempted British-led negotiation to form coalition government. Congress and Muslim League failed to reach an agreement. At here, they talk about that make a proposal if you want that Congress members and Muslim League, if you both decided, then we give you the support. Okay. But they have no discussions who took place. Yeah, they both are failed. Because Muslim League only want Pakistan, a separate country for the Muslim, and Congress never want to give it. Highlighted communal polarization and British deadlock. Britishers also said that now there have so many changes what took place, and you have to decide that what you want. In 1946, there have a election to come. Elections arrived. 1945, sorry. In 1945, the general elections were arrived. In this general election, there have first time in Muslim seats, Muslim League got some power and some majority they got, and but overall the Congress was in very good position. So at here, Muslim League decided that if everything going in same manner, then Congress got the power and we got nothing, only few seats of Muslim. So we have to do something more bigger. We have to do something more crucial things we have to do. Okay. So 1945, the general elections took place in which Congress got a very higher things and very good for the Congress. On 18 February 1946, there have a Ainas Talwar revolution took place. So this is also very important because now Britishers think out that they control India with the help of the Indian soldiers, but now they are thinking that Indian soldiers will never be spotted them. So now they have only chance that they have to leave this country. Okay. So finally the cabinet mission plan arrived. Okay. They proposed that basically on 24 March 1946, this cabinet mission plan arrived. And this cabinet mission is dealing that as we arrived in India, we want that India would be same. So we never thought out that division took place. So you both decide that how to stop this division. And another thing, they said that the princely state also we allowed that when we move out, your condition would be same as we arrived. So at here, many things were said by this cabinet mission. This mission also talk about that, okay, you are allowed to make a constitution as constitution assembly. Our Indian constitution assembly made by the provision of this cabinet mission. In this cabinet mission, I talk about that its head was Sir Patrick Lawrence, A.V. Alexander and Stafford Cripps were other members. So this mission is very important for us. Attended peacefully transfer of power. Okay, shown the rising communal tension and the inevitability of participation because Muslim League denied its proposal and said that we will not discuss anything till you talk about the independence of Pakistan. So at here many things were going on. So Congress did one thing from their own side. C.R. Chakravarti Rajagopalachari said and met with Jinnah, and he said that okay sir, if you want the separate country, let's decide after the independence of India. Firstly get the independence, after that we decide that what we have to do. We make a memorandum with, upon the people that they want to separate country or not, and we do. But Jinnah said no. Firstly, the division would take place. After that, India got independence. At here, Chakravarti Rajagopalachari became angry and he said, now if you want division or not, we also want division. And Chakravarti Rajagopalachari became the first Congress leader who accepted the demand of division at here. Okay, beta? So you have to remember this thing also. So Constitution Assembly election took in September, and finally the Constitution Assembly take place, and on 2nd, okay, and Antrim government also formed. These all are the members of Antrim government. Firstly, Muslim League said that we don't want to participate in this Antrim government, but soon the Jinnah realized that if the Congress made from the government and they have no Muslim League member would be there, then how they stop Congress to make some resolutions. So that's why later the Muslim members said that we want to participate. So 5 members came from their side, and this government took place. Okay, headed by the Nehru as a vice president of Executive Council. Muslim refused full cooperation, rising tension and riot. British authority weakened and demonstration increased, led foundation of the final independence. So beta, at here the provision is going on that the Muslim League never supported the Congress at there. They only stand that we want the full independence. So finally, when everything became roast, Gandhiji also arrived to meet with the Nehruji and Jinnah, and all Congress leaders and Muslim League leaders were met. And Gandhiji said to Jinnah that you are a Qaeda-e-Azam, you please stop everything and be the support to Nehruji or be the support the Congress. Jinnah said, without the government of land for the Muslims, I never want anything. Gandhiji also said to Nehruji that, okay, give a chance to Jinnah to become a Prime Minister of India. Later you become. Because everyone of Congress leader know that Jinnah was suffering from one disease, and maybe after 5 or 7 months he died. So Gandhiji said this thing, but Nehru said no. If you not spotted me, then I will resign from the Congress and leave out. So Gandhiji never want this thing. So finally, he also stand out that division is the necessary thing of this country, but he never spotted it. Then, beta, the bloody day of Indian history arrived. When everything went, in 16 August 1946, Jinnah called Direct Action Day. This is, you are Hindu, you are Muslim, you are anyone. You follow any religion. There have no religion in world who say to you that spread the blood. But at here, the brothers, the friends who living together from the many centuries, now they killed each one. At here, the Direct Action Day took place, launched by the Muslim League on 16 August 1946. Massive communal riot in Bengal. Thousands people were killed. Many thousand women were raped. Small children were killed. Marked partition inevitability, creating urgency of Britishers to finalize power transfer. At here, beta, everything become roast. Human become animal, and they killed. Beta, due to some political people's some slogans and some things, how humanity gone far. And because beta, there have a many persons said that in this riot, no common people participated, but no common people also denied for it. There have a one quotation in Hindi, there have a people that is hamam mein sabhi nange hain. So that thing is going on. Everyone is responsible for it. Every leader, every normal people who supported them, who took these kind of peoples as their leaders, ideals. Okay. Next one, beta. On 20 February 1947, in England, the government were changed, and finally the Clement Attlee became the new Prime Minister, and he decided that before the 1948, we moved from the India, and okay, so this thing said by the Attlee, and now the things were going on that how to give independence to India. So Lord Mountbatten was sent as the last viceroy of India, last viceroy and Governor General of India. Okay, and because he was also belong from the royal family, so it is easy for him to convince the princely states another one. Okay, so Mountbatten arrived, and Mountbatten discussed with that is Muhammad Ali Jinnah and Nehruji, and finally they decided that without the division there have nothing would be discussed. So finally announced June 1947 proposed partition of India and transfer of power accepted by the Congress and Muslim League, defined borders, provincial divisions. What the border would decided before the 2 week of division, they called Radcliffe in India and said him to do the division. He was also confused that how I have to decide. I have to divide a country, not a house of any two brothers. In 2 weeks, and before it I am never stayed in India. So how I can divide this country? They said, okay, this is the map and make a line. What a bullshit, what a division. Okay, so transfer of power accepted by the Congress and Muslim League, defined border provincial divisions, and this thing would take place. And the governance is till the independence. The interim government was formed. It ran till the independence, prepared for the legal framework of India and Pakistan. The constitution would take place. Indian government requested Mountbatten that we want that you work as a first governor of independent India, Governor General of independent India, and basically he accepted it. Some people said that it is how stupid we are. Britishers were going back and we make that person as a Governor General of independent India. But he was from the royal family. So when he discussed with the princely state, so princely state also feel its power, and due to him, many princely states were entered in India without thinking, because it was the power of Mountbatten. So it was a very historical decision of Nehruji that he appointed, requested Mountbatten to stay in India. Okay, so these things were take place, and okay, when these all things were going on in the Bengal, the whole Bengal was fighting or basically spread with the blood, because in Muslim areas the Hindus were killed, and in the areas where the Hindus in majority, the Muslims were killed. On this whole crisis, killings, no one was there, army left out, no one was standing there. At that time, only one person was standing there, that is MK Gandhi. You hate this person, you love this person, they have no matter. But you have to give the value to this person. On this time, no one was thinking about them, local peoples, public. That time only one person was standing for them, that is MK Gandhi. So that's reason Lord Mountbatten called Gandhiji one man boundary force. One man boundary force. Okay, this quotation is given by the Mountbatten to Gandhiji. And it is surprising thing that those area Gandhiji moved out that time, whole the this kind of radical or this kind of religious tensions were stopped in these areas. So this is the popularity of Gandhiji, or basically you can say that people respected him a lot. So 14, then Mountbatten plan arrived. Indian Independence Act 1947. On 4 July, they presented a bill in British Parliament. 18 July, this bill was passed. Britishers were so hurry to leave India, because they never want that if the Hindu-Muslim fightings increased and the killing number increased, then whole world blame the Britishers. Say they want that, let's be hurry, as much hurry you can do for leave from India. So 18 July, this bill was passed, legal creation of India and Pakistan as a sovereign dominance. Princely state became the power independent, and either to join India or Pakistan or stay independence, the power is given to them. And did British legislative authority over India and prepare India for the constitution making and democratic government. So at here many things will take place. Okay, so these things were going there, and finally Britishers decided that okay, on 14th August, in the midnight of 14th August, India got its independence. So India became free and independent. Midnight flag hosted by the Nehruji at the Red Fort. Jawaharlal Nehru's famous speech, Feast with the Destiny, when whole world was sleeping and India born as a new country. Okay, the speech he was given, largest migration of history. But this independence is never arrived very easily. Many of our leaders, our parents, our ancestors, they were sacrifice everything for this freedom. Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, Rajguru, and many others. They have, if you make a list of the persons who sacrifice their life, and not only the person who sacrificed their life, what their family sacrificed. And there have many names who were out from the books, not mentioned in any books. Rani Gadin Liu, Bhagwati Charan Vohra, okay, and no respect given to those peoples who done a very huge things for us. Chandrasekhar Azad. You are totally surprised, but till now, when their name of Chandrasekhar Azad, Bhagat Singh, and these people arrived, they have mentioned that revolutionary terrorism. So if we called our heroes as terrorists, then what is the bullshit for us? So we got independence, but independence also come with many problems. That time, Britishers done a stupid partition of India. There have factories whose production area reach in Pakistan, but factory left in India. Some factories left in reach in Pakistan, but their production area is in India. And because the division of funds and many other problems were take place, Gandhiji want that equal division of funds took place. But Nehruji said that the division of funds to according to the population which moved towards the Pakistan would take place. So many controversies arrived after independence. Many states, princely states, said that they do not want to participate in India. So that here the role of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and his secretary Mr. Menon arrived. And if you take this episode, you realize that a huge thing done by these two peoples for the India. So it is a major issue that how the independence came. Independence better never be easy. And for independence, we have to survive a lot of things. Okay? So this is the episode where we discuss about the 1940 to 1947 era, and we discuss that how the India get its independence. Okay, so for today it is from my side, and you read this chapter, and if you like this video, please be share with your friends. Okay, and now we will meet with a new video. Thanks a lot. Like and subscribe this channel. Thank you.